We've had a little bit of a break from Husky hockey. Mark the calendars, the guys are back and they have a date with the Bemidji State Beavers this Friday and Sunday. It's the very last edition of Rinkside. I'm Anna Veining here with Mick Hatton from the Rink Live. And Mick, we're ringing in the new year with a team that's riding high in the NCHC. They're 7-0-1 in the conference, just 4 points ahead of North Dakota. How tight is this race to the Penrose Cup?
It's pretty tight, but to be honest with you, if you expected St. Cloud State to be leading by 4 points over North Dakota at this point of the season, I think you should buy a lottery ticket because I don't think anybody really saw that coming. They've gotten off to a terrific start in conference play. They finished that up with a really good series against Nebraska Omaha down in Omaha, picking up 4 points down there.
We're closing out 2023 with the home and home series split. Bemidji State, a team that's number one in the CCHA with their 8-10-0 start in their conference. So how do you think the Huskies are going to fare with the Beavers?
One of the things with Bemidji State is they always have a very high compete level. They're a tough team to play against. They are going to be a physical team, particularly on their own ice, which is where they're going to play on Friday night. St. Cloud State got beat up there last season, so I mean, this is not an easy task for them. Two of the Bemidji State players are playing in the World Juniors right now. Casper Magnuson, who's been on a forward who's been on their top line, is playing with Team Norway. And Eric Polkamp, who's a freshman defenseman, is with Team USA. It's still some really good talent on this Bemidji State team. Leighton Road is a really good player. He's the center on their top line. Kyle Luft is a graduate student on defense who's kind of taken over and been running the top power play unit. This is going to be a tall task on Friday night in particular.
It's going to be a challenge in the second half of the season. Starts on Friday. What do you think the Huskies can take away from this series against Bemidji?
Well, I think first of all, I mean, it's just getting the rust off. They haven't played any games in 3 weeks, and so it's a matter of kind of getting back to where they were when they went on this break. What they need to do is keep things simple. Bemidji State is such a strong structure team that they can't worry about getting too fancy against these guys. They've got to just kind of get the puck down low and outwork them what they're going to have to do against them, and they're going to have to not necessarily score pretty goals, but they're going to have to get some ugly ones.
Heading into 2024, some New Year's resolutions for the Huskies. They're ranked 30th in offense. So could we add some more goals to that list?
Yeah, I mean, I think, the offense is the one thing that maybe, it's down a little bit from last season, although, since the conference play has started and since they found some line combinations that have started working, it has been getting better. One of the people they still need to kind of get going is Zach Okabe, who's sitting there with 1 goal right now, which is very unusual for him. He's a goal scorer and he's obviously a guy with 100 career points, so I mean, it's not like the talent isn't there. It just hasn't been clicking for him right now. If they can get him going, that's going to be a big help.
As for the Beavers, what do you think could be on their list?
Well, their penalty kill is the 4th worst in the nation, so I guess you start there. I mean, the good news for them is that they don't get penalized much. They're averaging a little bit over 6 minutes a game in penalties. Like you were mentioning, the CCHA is a little bit up for grabs, and so the fact that they have clawed their way to the top, despite a little bit of a tough start for them, I think that says a lot about them from a character standpoint.
Huskies and the Beavers face off for the last series of 2023. Friday's game will be on Flow Hockey and Sundays will be on Fox 9 Plus, and we'll see you in 2024.